Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cardinal Stadium for CTN's live coverage of the 2023 home opener for the Coon Rapids Cardinals as they host the Osseo Orioles. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro in the box for the Battle of the Birds, and excited to see the regular rivals in person for the first time in 7 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is our first game to see the football squad. We didn't, unfortunately, do the game last week, but it's an opportunity for Coon Rapids, who lost to Centennial, tough loss to them, but they were able to put some points on the board, to come in here and see if they can get their first win at home against an Osseo team who was dominated by Maple Grove.
Well, these two teams are both 0-1, but they also both played the best teams that the North Metro has to offer. Maple Grove was an undefeated state champion last year. Centennial made it to the state quarterfinals, so before losing to the Irish that then lost to Maple Grove in the title game. Kaijan Cummings-Coleman fields the opening kick from the 2, finds a seam, cuts back, has one man to beat. He is gone 98 yards. Welcome to Cardinal Stadium.
You know, if I didn't talk for a living here, I would say I have no words for that. Just amazing. He is so intuitive, and he has such good field vision that he's able to follow his blockers and look for that little bit of seam, that little crease in the special teams unit. And once he finds it, Joe, there's nobody who's going to catch him.
Just before we came on air, we were talking about Centennial not wanting to kick to Kaijan last week in the opener. They kicked one out of bounds. They had a couple other squib kicks. One that they rolled to him, he picked up at about the 10 and had about a 30-yard return. But you asked me before the game, what did I expect out of Kaijan? I didn't want to put any theory out there other than he will electrify the place at least a handful of times, and he does it on the opening kickoff with a 98-yard return for the touchdown, and the Cardinals are going to line up looking for 2.
I'm excited to see this replay because I just want to be able to you can look at his field vision and look at the creases that he hits and the ability to just accelerate once he finds that. And he's looking at Osseo players, and all of a sudden he's gone.
Cummings-Coleman, the man in motion. The pitch goes to his brother, Cam Cummings-Coleman. He's swallowed up at about the 4, and the conversion no good.
That play took a little bit longer, I thought, to develop, and allowed the defense. And they're strong in the middle. You can run, obviously, and you can run on the outside, but they're strong in the middle. Look at again on this kickoff return. You're going to see the field vision, and then he's going to be able to cut. And once he made that cut, there's nobody. I mean, look at the distance he's putting between the defenders and himself. And he's in the end zone for a very quick touchdown for Coon Rapids. I mean, look at, he's pointing. He knows no one is catching him.
13 seconds. All it took.
Yikes.
Off the clock.
Just love it.
Andrew Farley and Jetron Firavong are the deep men for Osseo.
Well, now you're Osseo and your coach Stockhouse. You got to come back and counter here. I mean, you obviously you're playing at their home field. All of a sudden, they have a quick 6-0 lead on the opening kickoff, and so now you're back. You're in the hole early in this game, and you just have to come back and react and just play your game plan.
Jackson Young
is kicking for the Cardinals now.
This one's bobbled off the hands of Farley. He's able to pick it back up, but swallowed up at the 15. Nearly disastrous special teams play back-to-back for the Orioles.
I think that was Damon Jones on the special teams tackle. Keep your eye on that young man, 87. Jamison Travis, he's a good player. He's really physical. He's a tight end, but they're gonna split him out wide. Also does the kicking for this Oriole team, so he's gonna try and be a factor here tonight early on.
Going to see a lot of 3-back sets. The Cardinals struggled with that against Osseo. The run off the right tackle goes for only a couple yards for Carter Williams.
I talked to Coach Russin earlier today, and I said, defensively, what do you guys need to do? And he said, well, really what they need to do is be aggressive, and that's what they want to do. And they want to get off blocks. And they didn't tackle real well the last week, and that's something that they've been working on. I know during practice this week, they're looking to become better tacklers here in this game.
2nd and 8 from the 18. Smith under center will roll out to his left. Throws on the run, and that is broken up by Totoma Adams.
I mean, and you can look how big Jamison Travis is, 87 for the Orioles. And Adams did a really nice job of not creating contact and getting a piece of the ball, knocking it away. That was a flag.
Holding. Offense, number 74. 10-yard penalty, which is declined. Result of the play,
Yeah,
3rd down.
I like the fact they declined that. So I'll put them 3rd and long.
3rd and 8 instead of 2nd. And it would have been half the distance, so 9 yards. It would have been 2nd and 17 from their own 9.
Well, if you're Zach Nienaber, this is the moment you love for your defense. Put them in 3rd and long situation down deep in their territory. I think we're going to see some pressure right here.
Handoff goes off the right side. Short gain at best, a yard. Jared Fearing in on the tackle for the Cardinals. It was Lance Quia on the carry, bring up 4th down.
So Travis had a really nice game for Osseo. I mean, you find some bright spots in that 35-0 loss. His punting, he's a good punter. We're going to see him get the opportunity to kick right here.
Booting from his own 5-yard line, a little bit of a high snap, gets off a strong left-footed kick. Going back on it is Lofton Ogroski. He'll field it inside the 45. Cross midfield, breaks a tackle, spins away, and down to the 42 of Osseo.
Got tangled up with one of his own players. He felt that he would have an opportunity to take it a little quicker than that.
15-yard return, and the Cardinal offense first time on the field in plus territory. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. Cutting back is Scheller on first down. Ball came out. Cardinals able to get back on top of it. And that's a fortunate bounce for the home team as Hunter Winton got to the loose ball.
Yeah, it really is a fortunate bounce. And it looked like he had a little trouble on the handoff. Let's take another look at it here. I don't know if I can see it there. It looked like he had trouble corralling the ball and
got popped
right and then popped right out.
Winton just in the right spot. Ends up being a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 from the 36. Out of the shotgun is Hetwer. Man in motion is Cummings-Coleman. Hand off again. Scheller looking for room on the outside. Strong forearm. Makes a man miss as a first down near the 25.
Yeah, Danny Scheller's a really good athlete. He's a young player, quite obviously. Just a sophomore. And, we saw him in the baseball season at the end of last year. Pretty good baseball player as well. But he's got some abilities back there. He did a nice job of making a nice little move. Picking up a first down.
10 yards on the carry. And Cardinals set up at the Osseo 26. Still early in this first quarter. Hetwer drops back, looks, has time, now steps up, rolls to his right, throws on the run. Cummings-Coleman goes up and gets it in a crowd. Maybe not the throw you want to see him make, but when you got that guy on the other end, you can get away with it.
Well, he's going to win that 50-50 ball just about every time, and he's got such good hops, obviously a basketball player as well. And again, I thought that was a risky throw. There were 2 defenders, but he put it between the 2, and you saw Kaijan with his hops getting up and making that catch.
14 yards on the play. 15, make it 15 yards on the play. Sets up 1st and 10 from the 11. Hetwer with Scheller in the backfield with him. Scheller will get the carry, trying to go up the middle. Good blocking from that O-line. Carries him down to the 5, a gain of 6.
Well, we always talk, Joe, about battles are won at the point of attack, and you saw the offensive line dominate that front for Osseo on that running play. You know, gives him a good chunk of change in terms of yardage. 5 yards off that play. And Daddy will take it 5 times every 5 yards a carry. He'll definitely take it.
6 is even better, sets up
Yes.
2nd and 4, but they're at the 5-yard line.
They did have 5 yards, I thought originally, but my bad. But 6 is definitely one better than 5.
Cummings Coleman in motion, handoff, Scheller up the middle again, very close, and he's going to be just short, but he will have a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6-inch line.
Yeah, again, just you're so worried about number 2 if you're the Osseo defense. They thought that he was going to get the ball. You're going to watch that defense is going to flow that other way, and there's plenty of room for Scheller to run up the middle.
Handoff, Scheller hitting the backfield and dropped for a loss. Flag on the far side of the field.
That was Chris Onofre Sanchez on the tackle.
It's going to be a false start, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 6 instead of 2nd and goal from the 5.
That's Sanchez's 3rd tackle. We're so lucky we have Harley here.
Dead ball. False start.
Harley Schultz here to
Offense.
do our stats.
5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
There's their officiating team. Rob Bissonette, Greg Sevick, Rolf Feibiger. I'm sure I mispronounced that one. Brian Skoshensky. I wish I should have looked at that before.
And we do appreciate
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Little play action. Pass goes to Ogroski. Hit and in. Touchdown, Coon Rapids.
Yeah, again, I mean, Lofton is a big, strong kid, and he's got an opportunity at the goal line just to apply a little pressure, put a body to a body, and get it over the goal line for a score. Again, worried about that run. You've been running the ball pretty well. And then Lofton there again, just pushing it himself and getting that momentum into the end zone for the 2nd touchdown of the game here in the 1st quarter for the Cardinals.
Holloway got there just a step too late for the Osseo defense to try and keep him out. Momentum carries him in. There was some confusion before the last 2-point attempt, and it turned out being no good. Hetwer throwing to the corner, looking for Ogroski. He'll make the catch, but well out of bounds.
Again, using Kaijan as a decoy on that particular play, trying to get some pressure, getting that defense away from that far side of the end zone, but good coverage by the Orioles. Forces him really to throw it a little deeper than he wanted to.
A 12-0 lead for Coon Rapids, not quite midway through this 1st half. Another look at the touchdown. You saw all the white jerseys go to the play action. Ogroski able to hammer his way in for 5-yard or 6-yard score.
6 plays, 42 yards, took 3 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock. 12-0 Coon Rapids here. Still with plenty of time left in the 1st quarter, 6:58.
Young to kick it off again. Osseo had trouble fielding the first one. Started deep in their own end. Went 3 and out. Cardinals convert on the short field on offense. And have the 2-score lead. A discussion at midfield with head coach Nick Russin and our officiating staff. Just before the touchdown, I was going to thank official Bissonette for wearing our microphone.
Yes.
The play clocks don't look like they're working. We had the scoreboard go out for a brief moment after the score, but it is back.
Jackson Young being the kicker. I was here at practice one day. It was his birthday, and he was one of the people they were talking about. I went up to him and asked him, "Are you going to be kicking?" He says, "We'll see."
High end-over-end kick fielded at the 22. Short return for Kalen Blanchette. Dragged down nicely by Isaiah McCray on the special teams.
Yeah, McCray did a really nice job of wrapping that tackle up, and that's kind of been their mantra all week. Is whether it's on defense or special teams, we have to tackle well, and we've seen it so far here early on tonight.
So Osseo will start their second drive from their own 29. Opening drive managed just 3 yards and a punt. Looking to throw right away on first down. It's complete on the right side of Carter Williams, but he was hit immediately by Aloysius Nepon.
Aloysius, again, just with a lot of pressure coming in and making sure there was nothing going to be gained after the catch. Just a quick throw, and then, I mean, look at the power that he brings him down with. He had 7 tackles last week in that loss to Centennial.
Fantastic interview for previews.
I thought all the guys did a really good job for football, for the interviews, for the preview.
He used all kinds of metaphors. I loved it. Smith chased from the pocket, has to tuck it and take the sack. Cardinal defense not letting him breathe. Samson LeClaire getting in on the sack.
Well, again, we talked about being aggressive, and that's what Nick Russin talked about. We need to be aggressive. You don't get more aggressive than this, and Samson doing a really good job of just staying with his game plan and chasing him down from behind. And, he tried to step into the pocket or step up a little bit, and he had nowhere to go. So now, again, your third as a defense is exactly where you want him to be, a third in a very long situation.
Loss of 5 sets up 3rd and 13 from the 26. Smith will go out of the shotgun. 2 receivers on his left, 1 on the right. He looks to his left, left-handed throwing quarterback. That pass was behind him, but an amazing grab by Zamir Johnson.
Wow.
Fantastic, got just what he needed. Johnson made a fantastic snag one-handed as he fell backwards and picks up the first down for Osseo.
I don't want to say he looks like another number 18 that resides in the state of Minnesota, but that was a heck of a catch. I mean, look at it again. He's just going to go behind him and bring it inside and make sure. That's tough because you got to make sure you keep it to your body and not lose possession. That was a very pretty catch.
1st and 10 from the 42. Handoff up the middle, and getting a little bit of steam was Sawyer Sanders. He's out near midfield.
Well, Osseo's line up front, they're pretty big. And they try and get a quick kick off the ball. You're seeing Osseo now running quick plays, trying to catch the Cardinals defense off balance.
Quick handoff again to Sanders. Leans forward. He's going to be, looks like, just shy of first down yardage into Coon Rapids territory. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They were able to convert on a 3rd and long. Now 1 for 2 on 3rd down. Johnson, the receiver, up top. 2 men in the backfield for the Orioles.
It looks like that's
and a
movement.
false start is going to move them back and turn that 3rd and very short into 3rd and medium.
Hit ball. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
So instead of 3rd and 1 from the Cardinal 49, 3rd and 6 from their own 46.
Well, that's a break for the Cardinals here on that 3rd and short situation. See if they can get a good stop here, and then force them to make a decision.
Smith back under center, and
Oh,
another false start.
Wow.
This time on the opposite end of the line.
Dead ball. False start. Offense, number 21. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
That's two tough back-to-back penalties on the offense for the Orioles, especially you're trailing 12-0 here. You're
And
trying
you
to get some
just
momentum.
started to get some momentum. The amazing catch by Johnson, and then Sanders has a couple of good carries to get you to third and very short. And now back into a third and desperate situation late in this first quarter. Smith drops back, pressure, gets away from it. Tucks, wants to run, cuts upfield. Finds a little hole, fighting for yardage, dives across midfield, but he's going to be about a yard shy, and it'll be decision time for the Osseo Orioles.
Oh, I think it's an easy decision. I think you go for it here, and they are. And again, that's just some poor tackling for the Cardinals defensively there. They had an opportunity to get him right there, and then he's going to make some nice shifty moves, but you should bring him down there and give him about fourth and about 3 rather than fourth and a little short.
On the first false start, they did get the ball off in the 3rd and 1 from this pretty much exactly the same spot. They called the run pass option to the right, and Taven Smith had a nice hole, but now we've got different quarterback under center.
Number 9.
Number 9. Not on the roster, number 9. Witcher, I'm being told. And just trying to get him to jump. It won't go, so they'll call timeout.
Timeout.
Oh, we'll see. Maybe they'll kick now in this situation.
Timeout.
But I kind of thought they would go for it because, as we talked about, they had a little momentum going, and they could certainly use some.
Well, the fact that they took a timeout doesn't mean that Coach Stockhouse won't come out and still want to go for it.
Head coach Ryan Stockhouse had a nice conversation with him. He's just talking about how his team's a little young. They are just 2 starters on offense and 3 starters back on defense for the Orioles, so they're building up a program again as well. We talked about a loss to Maple Grove, who's one of the better, if not best, football teams in the state of Minnesota. 35-0 loss, and they're looking here now down 12-0 to try and see what they can do offensively and gain some positive yardage. And they're going to kick the ball. Oh, maybe not.
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought they were going to.
Witcher still in as the quarterback, 4th and a short yard. At that, Witcher's going to take it on the sneak, and he's going to have enough.
Just barely.
Cardinals lobbying against it, but based on where they're standing, it looks
I think he just got it.
as if he's going to have
they're moving
enough.
the chains. Well, good call. Again, I wasn't surprised by the fact that they went for it on 4th and short.
Needed 18 inches, got 21. And it's a big first down for this team, trailing in this first quarter by a couple of scores.
Well, yeah, they need it. Again, they need to keep their defense off the field, and they need to get their offense rolling. Still looking for their first points of the season.
So Smith back on 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Thought it was Sanders, but it's not. It's Omar Knighton. His first carry of the evening.
And again, carrying some tacklers with him. The Cardinals able to wrap him up, but not before a nice gain with 4 yards on the play.
And that is what the Cardinals struggled with last week. A high-powered offense in Centennial, but the run game just continuing to attack. Another big run, this time for Lance Cuia. He's got a first down inside the 35.
we saw a little more sure tackling on those first couple of drives for the Cardinals, Osseo drives for the Cardinal defense. Now again, you're seeing that offensive line for the Orioles just try and fly off that ball and open up a quick hole. And again, the running game doing some nice things. The Cardinals gave up a lot of rushing yards last week to Centennial.
340.
To be exact.
And they were averaging more than 6 yards a carry. They give it again to Knighton. This time he is pushed backwards and will lose a yard.
See it again, great surge up front by the defense. And there's no room. That's, I think it's Jacoby Peterson. Yeah, Jacoby Peterson. I mean, look at the drive, that drive out, just pushing those offensive linemen back into the running back. So it puts it at 2nd and 11.
Smith out of the shotgun. Hands off up the middle. Sanders tripped up, but goes forward for a gain of about 4.
Still going to put him in a 3rd down and long situation. Let's see if they're going to be able to get a playoff before the end of the quarter. I don't think so.
By number 9,
that will do it for the first quarter. A 98-yard kick return on the opening kickoff. Coon Rapids up 12-0. Osseo looking to answer when we start the second after this.
Defensive coordinator for the Cardinals. Gotta like that first couple of drives. Now talking to
this
those
is
guys,
only the second drive.
Second drive, correct. You're right.
They'd like to come up with a stop. Got him 3 and out when they had him backed up with a really long field. But a couple of big plays for Osseo's offense. An amazing catch by number 18 right there, Zamir Johnson, that moved the chains on a 3rd and long. And a big play from their quarterback, Taven Smith, on 3rd and long to get him to 4th and short, which they eventually converted. And now here they are, 3rd and 8 from the 33 of the Cardinals. Smith under center, has Sanders behind him. Quick throw goes left side, complete to Johnson, and Johnson wrapped up quickly and dropped for a loss. It'll be 4th and 10.
That was Groski on the tackle, and again, it didn't fool him. Did a really nice job of running to the ball.
Orioles a little confused pre-snap on the 4th and 10. They shift Travis back to the left side.
Well, we talked about it. The tight end's going to split out, and you're seeing it right here.
Smith looks his way, throws down the sideline. That pass is caught for a first down by Jamison Travis.
Again, just threw it up there. He's a big receiver and a very physical and athletic receiver. And again, just made a beautiful, beautiful catch on a pretty decently thrown ball.
Right down the sidelines. He's got the size advantage. And able to haul it in nicely, getting his feet down over the top of Nippon, who argues out of bounds, but no such luck. First and goal from the 5.
That was huge on 3rd and long for Osseo.
4th and long.
4th and long, I mean, yep.
So here they are, 1st and goal early in this second quarter. Handoff up the middle, pile pushed forward. Sanders will gain a couple.
They score here, even though it's it's plenty early in this game. Just started the second quarter. They're right back in it if they score here.
Hey, get up tight, ILBs, up tight.
Motion goes right, handoff goes up the middle, and that goes almost nowhere for Carter Williams.
Yeah, good job by that, the inside of the defensive front for Coon Rapids, just really collapsing around the ball carrier. I mean, going to get good surge, good push up front, and just really nice job of collapsing.
No gain. Ball remains at the 3. 3rd and goal now for the Orioles. Handoff right side. Williams wrapped up and dragged backwards. Sorry, that was Quia on the carry. And it'll set up 4th and goal.
A lot of red jerseys in the middle of that offensive line. Again, just they're trying to play power football.
So Quia able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. 4th and goal from the 3.
Yeah, that was Jared Fearing on the tackle for the Cardinals. Just again, great job of using strength.
Orioles have already converted a 4th down on this drive. It's set up the goal-to-go situation. And here we are, the biggest play early for both the Coon Rapids defense and the Osseo offense.
Watch Travis on the outside.
Smith looking that way, stumbled a bit, tucks it, runs into the end zone. Osseo's on the board.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They had him covered pretty well, but Smith was doing a really nice job of finding that opening in through the middle, and he's just going to take it in for the score. And again, just a big score for the Orioles here because the Cardinals had dominated.
So Jamison Travis, who made the big catch on 4th and 10 down the sidelines, will try to convert the extra point. Kick is a low line drive, but it's through.
Just over the top of the crossbar. Doesn't matter how it makes it. You saw him almost trip there, but look at the amount of real estate he has. He's just cutting it up the
saw
middle.
all the red jerseys to the back of the end zone, just opened up that alley for him. Got to account for the quarterback when he's a good athlete, and Taven Smith is definitely that. With the little stumble, no problem into the end zone. A long, sustained drive for the Osseo Orioles.
They needed it.
And they are on the board.
I think they kicked to number 2.
It's
not recommended. I don't think.
I would recommend against it, but I hate that too because
gives them good field.
You like to say that no one on the other side is going to beat me, but you don't want to give that man an opportunity to beat you again.
No, I mean,
he can't go much further than he did on the opening kick, 98 yards.
I'm saying they don't kick to him.
Well, Centennial avoided it pretty much from the very start.
Yeah. I mean, he's such a dangerous athlete. Like, as you see, anytime he gets the ball in his hands, he's capable of scoring.
But that young man's a good athlete too, and there's something in him saying, I can get this all the way to the end zone, and then they can't return it, but they'll pooch it here, and it's bobbled at the 26, scooped up by Cam Cummings-Coleman. And he bobbled it at first, but able to get it back up and get forward to the 30, a short return, and good field position for the Cardinals.
Yeah, now we'll see what the Cardinals offense. I mean, it's interesting because I'm sure defensive coordinator for Osseo had a talk with his unit while their offense is on the field. We have to come up with a big stop. We've got to see if we can get them to go 3 and out in this situation. And conversely, on the offensive side of the ball for the Cardinals, they would love a long, sustained drive and cap it off with another score.
Well, they haven't seen much of Cummings-Coleman on offense yet. His big play coming on special teams, that was the little bubble screen with the student body right. They did it for a long touchdown in week 1 against Centennial late in the first half. Trying to do it on the opposite side from where they were against the Cougars.
Well, that time C-Square just really couldn't bring it in. I mean, again, he's looking to make that quick cut once he catches the ball.
One catch on the opening drive. It was impressive for Cummings-Coleman going up after it.
Yep.
And pulling it down for a first down. Empty backfield, 5 receivers. Man in motion is Ogroski. Hetwer wants to throw it to him. Great block by C-Squared. He's going to get flagged for it being a crackback block.
Was it though?
It might have been back towards the line of scrimmage. The flag came out immediately.
Immediately. It was a heck of a hit. Whether it was if it wasn't legal, it wasn't legal, but it was a heck of a hit.
Personal foul. Blindside block. Offense, number 2. 15-yard penalty from the spot. Still second down.
Yeah, that's tough. That puts him in a hole. Let's take another look at it. I don't know.
Backs them up to their own 15, 2nd and 25.
Correction, it'll still be first down.
It'll still be second down. Not the position the Cardinals wanted to be in, and I think they just jumped. Or are they just going to discuss what down it is?
Yeah, I didn't see a flag come out.
Yeah, we're just getting everybody on the same page. First game of the year for our team. Second game for the teams on the field. Still early. But we got it figured out. 2nd and 25 from their own 15. Hetwer has Scheller in the backfield with him. 3 receivers on the left. Lone wideout on the right is Kaijon Cummings-Coleman. Hetwer over the middle, complete to Fearing, bounces off a tackle, falls forward to the 35, making it 3rd and 5, a gain of 20.
Again, that was a nice play after the catch by Fearing. We got an injured Oriole player.
Hey, punt in the box.
Again, Jackson with good protection. And again, he's going to step out of a tackle and deliver a little punishment at the end. So a great manageable 3rd down after 2nd and 25.
Big 3rd down here for Osseo's defense. Hetwer trying to set up the screen, got it to Scheller, made a man miss, but he's going to be a couple yards shy of a first down.
It looked like he was going to step out of a tackle, but a good job defensively by the Orioles just to make sure that he didn't get to the marker. Fourth, it's a risky play going for it here. We'll see what they do. I know Coach Rustin is very confident in his offense, as well should be.
And now a timeout
Osseo.
for Osseo.
Timeout.
They had a
Osseo.
couple of players
Second
coming
charge.
out late.
Timeout.
7 minutes exactly remaining in the first half. Coon Rapids trying to answer Osseo's first score of the season, which came here in this second quarter. It was magic from the opening kick for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, a 98-yard kick return touchdown for Kaijan Cummings-Coleman. Defense forced a quick 3 and out, and the offense converted on a short field. Lofton Ogroski getting his first touchdown of the season on the receiving end from Jackson Hetwer. Big fourth down situation for the Cardinals from their own 37. Again, 3 receivers on the left. Cummings-Coleman alone up top.
I think they're trying to get him to jump. Are they going to? Yeah, I don't know. Now they're forced to call a timeout. We'll see what they do here. Maybe they thought about see if they can get Osseo to jump. And maybe that's that timeout Coach Stockhouse called. Make sure that you stay in your position. Do not move before that ball is snapped. Yeah,
they had a couple of.
They're going to punt the ball.
They had a couple of offensive false starts. They were able to overcome on their touchdown drive.
Well, Osseo's got to feel pretty good after now stopping him here, forcing the punt.
Johnson and Stanley, the deep backs, awaiting the punt from Logan Ness. Flags fly, a good boot. Backing up on it is Stanley. He takes it and gets it around the outside on the left. Stood up as he reaches the 35-yard line and stopped there. We'll see what the flags are.
Well, if it gets Osseo, that would put the offense back on the field, but we'll see what they call. I don't see the offense heading that way.
So you have to wait 6.
Pivotal, make sure they get it right here. On a fourth down play, especially, if it were an Oriole penalty,
the offense
that would be a gigantic momentum swinger. If it's a Coon Rapids penalty pre-snap, that means they would have to back up. They wouldn't have the option to decline, although it was a good return for Isaac Stanley.
There are 3 fouls on the play. Illegal formation, offense, 5 players in the backfield. During the play, we have personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, number 70. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 34. All penalties offset. We'll replay 4th down.
Oh, there you got the explanation. 3 penalties on 1 play. A lot for your money there.
Shouldn't the Cardinals lose 5 yards for the illegal formation?
I would think so. Yeah. Oh, well, all right. Nonetheless, they're going to re-kick.
If the offsetting penalties just wipe everything else out.
Yep, it must be.
Just an automatic do-over.
Sometimes it's nice to get an automatic do-over.
Good boot. Stanley takes it from the 28, looking up the middle, and he's hit hard as he gets out about the 38. So the Orioles get a couple of yards better.
That's LeClair's 5th tackle so far here this evening.
Brought down on the play.
Now we'll see how the defense responds after giving up a touchdown.
And number 20.
We're going to see it again, and just good. Look, they're coming in and putting him to the ground.
Just about midway through this second quarter, Osseo fell behind early, but now have the ball back and an opportunity to take the lead if they can put this drive in the end zone. Handoff goes left side. Carter Williams gets around the corner, has a good gain, forced out of bounds beyond the sticks, and moving the chains.
Now that's key to those big boys up front. I think he's hurt though. Oh, he's grabbing his knee. Let's hope he's okay. That was a heck of a run. And again, look at the job up front, blocking. They seal off that edge. And I'm not sure where he injured the knee, but it looks like maybe got a shoulder pad to the knee when he was going out of bounds. And he's in some pain.
Gain of 11 makes it 1st and 10 from the 49.
Saw him grab that left knee. Let's hope he's okay.
Smith out of the shotgun.
I think Osceo's forced to take a timeout.
That's going to be their 3rd and final.
Yeah, they didn't. They were a player short.
3rd and final timeout.
We'll see how important that timeout becomes late in this quarter.
Yeah, it might matter. You got to be on the same page. So you don't have. If you're missing that extra player, you got to call that timeout.
And a big drive for the Coon Rapids defense.
Oh, huge drive for the defense. They know they just gave up a touchdown to make this a game.
Handoff and stopped immediately.
That's Peterson. Oh, there's a flag. I think that might.
Kalen Blanchette on the carry.
Getting a little heated. We got maybe on the defense.
A couple of times already we've seen the officials taking their time in huddles before determining the proper call.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 21. 15-yard penalty. 1st down.
Yeah, I saw that. To me, it looked like it was some taunting. Oh, looked like it. Yeah, see that you can't do that. You can't do that. I mean, you're going to get called every time. Yeah, every single time.
So that'll put them at the Coon Rapids 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Handoff goes left side. It's Firavong.
That's a tough penalty on the defense because it negates a really nice play by Peterson.
And it gives them momentum to the visitors who...
They have an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here.
And the Orioles will get the ball to start the second half. Handoff up the middle. Sanders tripped up, but falls forward for a couple. It'll be third down.
Well, obviously 4-down territory in this part of the field.
Be 3rd and 5. Well, they've converted a couple of 4th downs. Third and 5, fake the give. Smith up the middle, dragging men with him, and he's going to be very close.
Let's see, they mark it. Are they going to mark it just short? Yeah, just short. Big job by the defense here if they can get a stop.
Orioles are 2 for 2 on 4th down.
What?
This one less than a yard.
Yeah, I think Smith will just take it himself, but we'll see.
Handoff goes to Sanders, keeps his legs moving, gets the first down. Well, we saw Ethan Witcher come in that 3rd and short situation and run the quarterback sneak.
We have an injured Cardinal.
Hayden Skillings, that is not somebody they want to see.
Yeah, he plays
struggling to get to the sideline.
He obviously plays both sides of the ball. He doesn't want to. He's not coming out. Well, hopefully he's okay.
He said, "No, stay. I want to stay," and then immediately went to the turf. And here comes trainer Jeremy Shepard.
Well, he put weight on it. He was walking off the field, and I thought he was going to come to the sideline, but. He's putting weight on it.
Heavyweight for the wrestling team. Big, strong, multi-sport athlete for these Cardinals. So Osseo with another first down. This one from the Coon Rapids 26. Quia the deep back this time. Firapong the man in motion. Quia gets the fake. Smith is not going to find any room, and he's going to be stopped for a loss.
Nice job on the defense that time to make sure he wasn't going anywhere. He tried to turn it upfield, but too many red jerseys there in his way. There's a flag down. I don't know if that's... It might have been a late hit at the end by the Cardinals. I hope that's not the case.
No, they're asking if they want.
Oh.
They're looking at the Cardinal sideline, whether they want to move them back or take the down.
I give a big shout out to my buddy Mike Shuno. Mike and I used to work together. Unfortunately, we do not any longer, but always a great friend. And thanks for watching, Mike. We appreciate it. He's a big fan of you, Joe. Tells me all the time.
He's the one.
He's the one. He's the one. He's the president of your fan club. I got his newsletter. It was a half a page long, but it was good. It was informative.
Well, the official huddles that we have seen have really taken any pace out of this second quarter.
Yes, it has.
A lot of flags, a lot of discussions about said flags. We have yet to see a signal from our referee. It looks like they're going to march it off against the Orioles.
Offense for the 78. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
They said Bach in the back, which will march them off 10 and remain first down and long.
I don't know, it's got to be harder for the offense on the field to maintain any type of rhythm with this many flags and stoppages. But also the offense on the sideline that's itching so long to get back on the field, and it convert. Smith rolls out, wants to throw long over the middle. Coming back for it was Travis, and it is incomplete. Coverage on the play from Lofton Ogroski.
And again, when you're that you got a receiver that big and that physical, he's going to try and win that battle. But you're going to see Ogroski doing a good job of just getting a hand in there, making sure he didn't make contact.
Smith drops back, looks to his left, throws long over the top in the direction of Travis again. He was double covered. Aloysius Nippon with him step for step.
Yeah, Travis really, I mean, nobody had much offensive production last week from the Orioles. And it's just 56 yards of total offense. I think Travis had one catch for 5 yards, I believe. Now makes it third and very long. And again, good job by the defense, making sure you stay with him. You don't get cut. You don't get contact.
Smith out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it right up the middle. Quarterback draw. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. A flag comes in late. And that is most likely then on the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
He got about 10 yards on the carry. Appears to be an illegal tackle.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 10. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Yeah, it's tough. These call the face mask call there.
It's kind of tough when a guy's spinning and.
Yeah. Well, now it put him from a third and very long situation to now in a great spot here, first down. At the 13.
Smith wants to run to the left side, cuts back, finds some blockers, runs into a wall at the 5, pushes forward to the 4. Gain of 9.
It's a good athlete.
Just over 2 minutes remaining in the opening half. Osseo, an opportunity to take the first lead of the night, first lead of the season.
Well,
for the Orioles.
the way this game started out, you thought it was going to be all Coon Rapids. But give credit to the Orioles. They've done a really nice job of just getting back into this game, and as you mentioned, a score away from taking the lead.
Ball is out. Cardinals have it.
Wow.
That is huge.
Wow. Unbelievable. That is so great.
Sanders got stripped.
You got to be opportunistic, and the defense that
Kenny
time
Wells
was.
coming up with the loose ball.
Wow, you talk about all the momentum going into the favor of Osseo. They're about to walk in to take the lead, and the defense comes up with a big turnover, big strip. Oh, just nice job.
That was Isaiah DeMars.
Yeah, DeMars did
getting hands in on the exchange and forcing it free.
Wow.
And Kenny Wells comes up with it. Cardinals will start 1:43 remaining in the half. 1st and 10 from their own 4. Hetwer out of the shotgun, standing in his own end zone. Cardinals still have 2 timeouts. Quick pass to the left side. Scheller able to get out
it's on the
close
defense.
to the 10. A flag comes in late.
Did he grab a face mask there? I'm not sure. But if so, that obviously helps the offense, gets them out a little bit further from the shadow of their own end zone.
Unless it's a legal block.
Unless it's a legal block. It didn't look like it was in the spot for an illegal block, but
Holding. Offense, number 8.
you're right, Joe. I
Half
didn't
the
see the
distance.
hold.
Still first down.
Oh, there's the hold. Okay. He tried to say, hey, I got my hands out, but now that's going to back him up a little further.
So 1st and 12 from their own 2.
And I bet Osseo wished they had some timeouts now.
Cam Cummings-Coleman in the backfield now. He'll get the carry, trying to go right up the middle, get him a little bit further from the goal line. He's across the 5 to the 6.
So without any timeouts, Osseo cannot stop this clock. 2nd and 8. We'll see if the Cardinals just, looks like they'll decide if they can just run it out, take that 12-7 lead to the break.
I think you take at least one shot to
We'll see.
number 2.
Hey, I wouldn't be, why not? But
Hetwer rolling that way. Throws incomplete, looking for Fearing, and it was broken up.
see, now incomplete stops the clock, and it puts you in 3rd and long situation. And that's exactly what Osseo wanted, was that clock to stop.
44.2.
As you mentioned earlier, Osseo will get the ball to start the 2nd half. You see 0 for 1 on 3rd down for the Cardinals.
Hetwer out of the shotgun on 3rd and long. Handoff goes to Scheller. Scheller will be stopped well short of the 1st down.
So with a
Score, the play clocks aren't working, so
yeah, we don't know how much time is left.
based on reaction, they're either waiting till the last second to call a timeout.
Yeah, no, he is, because I saw he said to the ref to call a timeout. Oh, maybe
That's
not.
going to take us to the half. So an exciting start, a worrisome finish to the 1st half for the Cardinals. The defense comes up with a big turnover late, so they take their lead to the locker room. It's 12-7, Coon Rapids over Osseo. You're watching high school football on CTN.
Coon Rapids marching Cardinals, you may take the field.
back at the Cardinal Stadium. Halftime, Coon Rapids holding on to a 12-7 lead. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above, and Kaijon Cummings-Coleman lit the building on fire off the opening kickoff. Cardinals jump to a 12-0 lead, but Osseo climbs right back. Two very long drives. It looked like they were going to take the lead late in that half, but the Cardinal defense able to force a turnover inside the 5.
Yeah, you have to be opportunistic on defense, and the Cardinals were on that particular drive, but they gave the momentum to Osseo after really, up 12-0, and it looked like it was going to be all Coon Rapids, but give credit to Osseo, as you mentioned, for coming back and almost getting that lead. Now, with Osseo getting the ball to start the second half, defense has to step up big.
Well, and you couldn't have asked for a more exciting start to the ball game. A 98-yard kick return from the opening kickoff. We talked about it. Centennial didn't want to kick to Cummings-Coleman in the opener. Osseo made the mistake on the opening kick, and they paid for it. Weaves his way through traffic and sprints 98 yards for the score. Cardinals' two-point conversion failed. But after the defense held 3 and out, a great catch right there by Cummings-Coleman, who really hasn't been targeted that much on offense. Lofton Obrowski got his first receiving touchdown of the season from 6 yards out. That made it a 12-0 score, but the Orioles come back with a couple of big plays. That one on a 4th and long, and then they score on 4th down. The quarterback, Taven Smith, calling his own number. And then, as I mentioned, under 2 minutes inside the 5, Orioles were marching, assisted by a couple of bad Coon Rapids penalties, but a big strip and recovery by the Cardinal defense inside their own 5 preserves their lead at the half.
There, look at the numbers, and Osseo outgaining Coon Rapids total overall yardage, but the 80 rushing yards on the ground, obviously, for Osseo, 27 for the Cardinals. Not a lot of yardage offensively, and 9 first downs versus 3, and then you see those penalties, which we talked about. There were some big penalties on that one drive, and they have to avoid committing those kind of mistakes here coming up on the second half.
Big penalties at bad times for the home team. Have them in a tight battle of the birds. Cardinals and the Orioles kick off the second half after this on CTN. All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
Impressive. Back at the Cardinals Stadium, just about ready to kick off the second half. Jackson Young set to boot it away. Firavong is the deep man. He will take it from about the 7. Looking for room on the right, wrapped up and taken down right at the 20-yard line. Strong special teams play from DeMont Jones.
Yeah, we've seen DeMont make a couple of nice tackles on special teams here tonight, and that was a stellar one. You give him a relatively long field. You start at the 20. And again, this is an opportunity. You've got a couple of players to be concerned about if you're the Cardinal defense, and that's 7 and 87 for that young man, Smith, right there. He's 4 of 7 for 46 yards, 7 for 32 on the ground with that rushing touchdown.
Handoff goes to Firavong, trying to get around the left side. Had a couple of guys blocking. He's out to the 25. Solid gain on first down.
Yeah, again, we saw a lot of that. That battle at the point of attack really has been kind of going both ways here tonight. You've seen both teams winning the battles that time. Good job by the offensive line to get a little bit of a surge. And he's just going to cut inside Going to actually go off the back of one of his own players.
Couple of long sustained drives for Osseo after their first one went 3 and out. Handoff goes to Firavong again, this time racked up and dropped for a loss. Set up 3rd and long.
Yeah, just good lateral pursuit by the defenses. They're able to just hold their blocks, get off of them. As we talked about, shedding blocks is really important. And again, you saw it there.
You say he did get back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
See if the Cardinals can get a stop here on 3rd and 5, force a punt.
Martin's chase for Smith, chase from the pocket, nearly got to the first down marker. He's going to be very close.
Again, he's elusive, he's quick. And yeah, he's gonna get the first down. Again, you have to be concerned about
5, got 5.
And he's just gonna look to pass and then step up. And again, there you need to bring him down right there, and you would have had a forced a punt, but unfortunately not able to wrap up the ball carrier.
First and 10 from the 20, handoff. Goes up the middle to Knighton, he'll gain a yard.
Hey, good job, Jared!
Rocked on the play by number 75, Hayden Skillings.
Skillings making the tackle. Good to see he's back out there, shaking up late in that first half. Smith under center. Fakes the give. The pass is complete to Johnson. He's going to be just short of the first down. Or they're going to put him right at the 40, and it's going to be another first down.
Yeah, he got to the line. Again, just a good job by Smith getting rid of the football, finding a receiver open for the completed pass. You saw the pressure there.
Couple of Cardinals there, no chance for Johnson to turn upfield at all, but he got as far upfield as he needed to move the chains. Witcher is in at quarterback. Handoff goes up the middle and finding some room this time is Knighton, breaks a tackle down the sidelines, tripped up at the 15 after a 45-yard gallop.
Again, just nice job blocking at the point of attack and letting him get around the corner, and then just nobody able to bring him down. Litton's got 6 carries, 54 yards so far in the evening. Again, just not able to get a tackle. Does a nice job of running to the outside and getting away from the defender. And then he's able to turn it down the sideline for a big gain.
Witcher stays in under center. Hands off to Firavong, hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Jared Fearing, first one there.
Yeah, again, just a really nice surge by the defense, and Firavong not able to go anywhere. As you mentioned, Fearing on the play with a big tackle.
Loss of 3. Smith out of the pistol as Sanders behind him. Low snap, able to scoop it back up, trying to run, tracked down and stopped by Kenny Wells.
Yeah, Wells wasn't going to let him get away from him.
Got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, Cardinals would love to come away here without any points being allowed.
Wells had the big fumble recovery late in the first half. Smith chased, gets away, looks downfield, pass incomplete. Had Johnson wide open, just threw it over it.
Again, being pursued, that's tough play to make. Now the decision is you've got a pretty good field goal kicker, but you try it here. I mean, he can kick the ball. Travis has a pretty good leg. Yeah, he did have him open, but again, fearing in his face forced him maybe to get a little more loft under the ball than he wanted to. Now it's a huge, huge play for the defense right here.
Couple of 4th down conversions in the first half. 3 for 3, including the touchdown and a 4th and 10 where they got it to Travis down the sidelines. Smith out of the pistol, has Sanders in the backfield with him, looks to his left, throws short, complete to Johnson, bounces off a tackle. You got a tackle.
How do you not make that tackle? That's you can't let him. You cannot let him get to the first down marker there. Wow.
Bounces off 3 different Cardinals.
Oh, there's a could have been a face mask called against one of the linemen from Osseo. But yeah, I mean, he's just, again, he's shouldering him. Coach Russin said we can't lay a shoulder into him. We have to wrap them up on defense, and that's not going to get it done. And you had an opportunity to stop this drive, and you let it go.
So 4 for 4 on 4th down. Not a stat you particularly shoot for as an offense.
But you know, if you can do it, that's pretty successful.
But it's a.
But that one you would predict.
It's a nice feather to stick in your cap. If you're a defense, that hurts.
Yeah,
especially when it's 4 for 4, including 2 of 10 or more yards.
Right, exactly.
And 1 for a score.
Yeah, again, you just, you know, you gotta be able to wrap up that ball carrier. You have to, or that receiver. You have to. And again, you just can't shoulder. You can't put a shoulder and expect him to knock him to the ground because it's not going to happen. You got to go low and get the ankles, wrap him around the ankles, and bring him down. I'm sure Coach Dienaber not happy with that effort on that play.
Well, they had him well short.
They did.
When they made first contact. But credit to Johnson for able to bounce, maintain his balance, and find his way for the first down and keep Osseo moving.
Joe, time of possession, Osseo 23 minutes and 41 seconds. Coon Rapids 7 minutes and 19 seconds.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Hand off, right side, touchdown Osseo. Nitton on the carry.
Osseo did what they intended to do when they took that kickoff. They took it down the field before a score to take the lead. See, again, just good job up front by the big guys. Open up a hole, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And now up 13-12, they'll keep the offense out, go for 2, try and make it a 3-point game. Cardinals, who have not attempted an extra point, I don't know that they're a threat to kick
I don't
field
think so.
goals.
Well,
But stranger things have happened, and conventional wisdom in this scenario says go for 2.
Exactly.
Especially when your offense has been able to run the ball. Knighton gets the carry left side. He's in easily.
Yeah, that's a deflating drive for the defense. I mean, you came out of the half with that 12-7 lead. And all of a sudden now, Osseo on top 15-12, 4:55 remaining in the third quarter. You've got to answer on offense. Because Osseo basically is doing what they wanted to on that drive. There's the point, 2-point play.
And now as the Cardinals find themselves trailing for the first time tonight, must respond. And my guess is we'll see another pooch type kick from Jamison Travis. Opening kickoff return 98 yards by Kaijan.
They're not kicking it to Kaijan.
Short kick last time, they'll go that way again.
Better fall on that.
Osseo may have gotten on top of it.
Unbelievable.
They did.
Unbelievable. You got to be
go
aggressive
with a
and go for
pooch.
that ball. Wow.
Cardinals took their time, did not jump on it immediately.
No.
The Orioles did.
You have to jump on that immediately. You can't wait for the ball to come to you. You have to go to the ball.
And so now they have a lead and the ball in plus territory starting from the Coon Rapids 33.
I mean, again, you can't wait for the ball. You got to be aggressive.
Cameron Cummings-Coleman, the only Cardinal nearby. 3 Orioles there to keep him off of the pigskin and make sure they put their offense right back on the field. Smith with a couple of receivers out to the left. Wants to throw, chased, flushed, throws long, knocked down, looking for Johnson down the sideline.
Yeah, now it's imperative for the defense to get a stop here.
Isaac Johnson, the intended target, excuse me. Zamir Johnson was there as well. Took a shot. We haven't seen him do that on first down, especially all night.
No, neither has the defense.
Hand off around the left side. Blanchette
There's a
with
flag.
a big pickup
Hit out
and
of
a
bounds.
flag for a late hit out of bounds. And the Cardinal defense is...
Yeah, let's take a look at that. I don't know if they hit him inbounds. They need to discuss that, but they don't have a replay of it, so they can't see it. But again, we have a replay. We can see it. We'll see what the officials call here.
It's a gain of about 7.
Let's take a look at that and see. Was he out of bounds? Let's take another look and see if we can see.
Looked inbounds.
If he's in bounds, that's a horrible call. That's a horrible call. That's an awful call if it goes against Cardinals.
He's fully in bounds, and I don't know what else the flag possibly could have been.
Personal foul. Targeting. Defense
Oh,
number
just
11.
an awful call.
Half the distance.
That's a bad call, ref.
First down.
Well, and I don't know that there really was head contact.
There wasn't. That's a terrible call. Maybe I'll get a call from the league office for that. That's a terrible call. Let's take another look. Oh, he hit him with his shoulder. That's a terrible call.
1st and 10 from the 14 is the result.
Okay, I'll stop.
Orioles assisted again by big penalties against the defense. Handoff goes to Knighton. He doesn't get much. Gain of just 1. The Orioles just fine taking away all the clock.
Well, why wouldn't they be?
And methodically moving it down the field. On the keeper. Not a lot there for Smith this time.
Yeah, that's a huge drive for the offense for Osseo.
Make it 3rd and 5 from the 9.
And go in and take a 2-score lead.
Little confusion in the backfield. Didn't go as cleanly to Knighton as they had hoped. Short gain will set up another 4th down.
That's another tackle for LeClaire. That makes 9 so far on the night. Oh, he bobbled the ball, didn't get a clean handoff to him. So now, Joe, can they go 5 of 5 on 4th down? Oh, I talked about the
4th and a long 3, apparently.
If the Cardinals can get a stop here, that's a big momentum builder for them because Osseo definitely has the momentum going forward.
4 for 4 on 4th down to this point. Here they go again. Smith rolls out, has some room, look to run, now wants to scramble, throwing to the back of the end zone. Intercepted by Kaijon Cummings-Coleman. Thinking about returning it, he'll be tackled in the end zone. But the second red zone turnover and takeaway by the Cardinals.
Well, and they needed it because they give up a score here, and now it's a 2-score game with time winding down in the 3rd quarter. And again, you're chasing Smith. He's an athlete. He's looking for a receiver. He just threw this ball up. He did have a receiver in the back of the end zone, but Kaijon.
Yeah, Fiervong was all alone
he was
in the
all
back
alone.
of the end zone. But Cummings-Coleman could take that angle away. So the Cardinals offense, first time on the field in the second half. They pitch to Cummings-Coleman, lined up in the backfield, spins away from a tackle. Another one, and then hit. There's a flag. I was going to say, if the other one was targeting or late hit out of bounds, this one has to be. And I expect to see a lot more of number 2 on offense here in the second half.
Oh, absolutely. And how do you not? You get the ball in the hands of your playmaker, and he is definitely their playmaker. I don't know what they could be discussing.
Well, every flag has brought with it a lengthy debate amongst those dressed in stripes.
This officiating crew is brought to you by Turtle Wax. Yeah, I mean,
There is no penalty on the play.
you-
Defensive flag. So it'll turn out to be a 5-yard gain for Cummings-Coleman on first down. 2nd and 5 from the 25. Hetwer, quick throw to the right side. Pass is complete, and that'll be a first down to the 31. Ogroski on the receiving end.
that quick throw to Groski gets the chains moved.
First down from the 31. Scheller in the backfield with Hetwer out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to Scheller. No room to move. He got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Just over a minute remaining in the third quarter. Third quarter.
Cardinals' first down since drive 1.
Pass over the middle,
And the
looking
flag.
for Ogroski.
Yep.
Got the flag.
There's a makeup call.
At this point, I'd rather not see any flags.
Well, yeah,
because
there's
it
just too many of them.
typically leads to a 10-minute
Pass
discussion.
interference. Defense, number 17. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Taking a look at it here. I'm not sure where the interference was. That ball
On a
was
ball that
overthrown
was
too.
way over his head.
The Cardinals will take it. I'm not arguing it. The Cardinals will take it, but I don't know if that was a flag.
Moves him out to the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 receivers on the left, 2 more on the right side. Man in motion is Cummings-Coleman. Pass comes back to Ogroski, cuts back, finds a seam, and he's going to be close to another first down.
I think he has it. Well, we'll see. One official's marking it at the first down. One official seems to be a little behind, but I think he's got. Yeah, he does. See if they get a play off before the end of the third. They're going to try to.
First down from the Osseo 44. Hetwer stepping up, rolling right, now throws on the run, has a man, Ogroski all alone, touchdown Cardinals.
Wow, just a great play by Hetwer. Hetwer created that opportunity with his legs by really throwing him open. And again, you have to be concerned as a defensive back of where you are there, but what a nice throw.
Went over the top, Ogroski got to it and then got separation in man-to-man coverage.
Again, I mean, Hetwer with a nice job of just getting away from the defender, and it was a really pretty throw. He was able right there, put it at his hands, and Ogroski able to easily get into the end zone.
And they're going to run out Jackson Young to attempt the extra point.
Oh, I love to see it. Oh, Cardinals are going to have to call timeout, I think. No, maybe not. I had to get that 12th guy out there.
Kick is up, it is
That's
through,
good.
and the Cardinals have a 4-point lead. Just a couple of ticks left in this third quarter. Coon Rapids back in front, 19-15. Lofton Ogroski, his second touchdown of the game.
And again, Jackson Hetwer with his legs able to throw Ogroski open.
Well, that's a lot of time to ask
Yeah.
a defensive back to stay with a receiver. And you saw that Osseo player kind of stumble a little bit, and that allowed Ogroski to get behind him for the catch and the touchdown. A 44-yard touchdown strike has Coon Rapids back in front.
And 6 plays, 80 yards, took 2:10 off the clock. And it's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Cardinals.
When you give it back to the Osseo offense that has been awfully greedy with the ball.
They have.
And they've moved effectively down the field, but unfortunately for them, they have coughed it up twice inside the 5-yard line. Cardinals defense coming up with 2 huge takeaways.
Cardinals getting players, again, second time in a row, getting players late. They got to be careful they don't get called.
Young's kick is a good one, and it's through the hands of the receiver. It does not go into the end zone. Oh, it did. Just enough to get a touchback, and that's super fortunate for Osseo.
That was a good kick.
I think that was the second time they've had a bobble for sure. I don't know if it was Dean Ricks both
Oh, no,
times.
his knee was down. They're putting the ball at the 1.
Oh, at the 1. That hurt.
That's the end of the quarter.
And Osseo trailing and looking at the longest field possible when we start the 4th. That's next on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
So special teams been a big factor, mostly in favor of the home team. Kaijan Cummings-Coleman, a 98-yard touchdown return on the opening kick, and then on this kick, went right through the hands.
That looks to me like a touchback. I don't know. His foot was in the end zone.
The ball never broke the plane.
The ball did not break the plane. But I don't know if his knee came down, did it?
His knee came down.
I don't think it did.
Either way, Osseo backed up inside their own 1-yard line. Smith under center will sneak it and get him a couple.
They may just give him a yard. No, they'll call it 2.
Well, he's a long.
He's a
He's a long
fall
kid.
forward for 2 yards.
He pretty much. I don't know what it's like to be a 6-footer,
Yeah.
so.
Nor do I.
But 6-footers, if they fall forward, that's 2 yards.
Yep.
If my math is correct. Well, and the Osseo offensive line has been very effective as well. Handoff goes to Knighton, right side. Stood up as he crossed the 5 and forced back, but forward momentum will set up 3rd and about 4.
I'll see if the defense can get a stop here in 3rd and 4 deep. Orioles deep in their own territory.
Taven Smith out of the shotgun on 3rd and 4 from the 7. He's going to keep it, go up the middle, and hurdle for the first down.
A big first down for the offense there. Able to sustain a drive, keep going, keep it alive, and it's up and over that those defenders. Falls for it again over the first down marker.
Ball spotted at the 13.
Yeah, Smith, again, good athlete.
Handoff goes up the middle and just continuing to fight his way forward is Knighton, and he's going to have another first down. He absolutely refused to
It's that lower body strength. Just, you keep your feet moving and in a forward motion. You're going to see it here. It just, again, jumps over that first line, and he continues to move those feet. He's not going down.
Drive started inside their own 1 yard line, now out to the 25 after just 4 plays. Handoff goes around the right side to Kuya.
That's a hold.
And one thing I think both coaches would agree on, way too many flags.
Way too many flags.
And they may have some head scratchers.
Holding. Offense. Number 6. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, that'll push him back a little bit.
But tough thing to be an official. 50% are going to disagree with your call.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think both sidelines have some calls that they would say they heartily disagree with. My partner may have disagreed with one or two.
But I'm a homer, if anybody hasn't figured that out. But, if it's a fair play, it's a fair play. But if I don't agree with it, I'm gonna let you know.
1st and 20 from the 15. They hand off to Knighton off the right side, and he forces his way out close to a 5-yard gain.
There's a penalty on the defense. That's just another foolish penalty. Play is over. Yeah, they can't do that. I mean, you get them in long distance, and you're gonna get a penalty called here against you.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Defense number 1. 15-yard penalty at the end of the run.
Yeah,
the play will be first
again,
down.
the play is over. You cannot make a foolish play like that. You just have to keep your head about you.
It's going to be 2nd and 15 from the 20. Instead, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35.
I mean, look at if maybe he's harassing you, whatever he's doing, you're always going to get called on a foolish play like that. The officials are looking at you. Play was over.
Keeping it is Smith. He's wrapped up by a group of Cardinals after a 3-yard gain.
That's Fearing's 9th tackle on the night so far.
Orioles could just suck away the rest of the time in this ball game.
But still got to score.
Correct. Smith in trouble, a bit of a broken play. He dives back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll be 3rd and long.
He's actually going to lose a yard. They're going to mark him back 1 yard.
Kenny Wells having a nice game.
Yes.
Comes up with the tackle there. You saw a little bump with Quia running by, and Kenny Wells able to make the tackle. 3rd and 8. Smith to throw. It is incomplete. He was looking for Quia. It'll set up 4th down.
Good job by the defense getting that stop. That's exactly what they wanted to do. 6:36 remaining, and they're holding a 4-point lead. Joe, and I think the Cardinals would like to take a page out of the Orioles playbook once they get the ball back and just run the clock out as much as they can.
I think that's a solid strategy. Another solid strategy would be to let your time bomb explode.
Yes.
And put your team up by 2 scores. Punt by Travis is high and pretty good. It's going to get a great bounce and roll down inside the 15.
Well, the Cardinals really haven't been able to run the ball much tonight. No, they haven't had the ball that often either. Their time possession is pretty low, but they are holding the 19-15 lead.
I think establishing a running game will be crucial for the Cardinals in every game this season, and now is as good a time as any. But at the same time, you want to see number 2 do what number 2 does.
Right, but you also really want to be able to take time off this clock holding the lead, because Osseo showed they can drive the length. They can obviously put the ball in the end zone.
Hetwer throws, looking for Ogroski, incomplete, well covered on the play.
And Cummings Coleman was saying he was trying to get Hetwer to throw him open. He did get behind the defense, but it's tough because you're holding on that ball for a fair amount of time. Chick-fil-A fifth sandwich is going for $4, Joe. How do we get some up here?
Hetwer out of the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Pitch goes to Scheller, running to his right. Has a couple of blockers, flag behind the play. This one's coming back.
Yeah, again, just a hold on the outside.
On the far side.
On the far side, yeah, where...
Not at all necessary.
Nope.
On the left side of the line
on
is
the
where
other
the flag
opposite
was
side
thrown.
of where the play was coming to. Yeah, you just...
So that'll be a half the distance penalty.
Holding. Offense. Number 75. Half the distance. Still 2nd down.
Quite a ways behind the play.
Yeah, didn't affect the play. Wasn't going to affect the play one way or the other, but it does with the penalty.
So 2nd and 16 from the 7.
You don't need to get it all in one play, but you might pick up a little chunk of yardage here.
Hetwer rolls out, throws, incomplete, just out of the reach of Cummings Coleman. Ran a little hook inside. And now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I mean, this is a situation, if you don't get a first down in here, you're going to give good field position back to Osseo with plenty of time remaining.
Three receivers on the right, one to the left. Hetwer looking to the left side, incomplete, and that should be
there's
the
a flag.
He
There
was
you go.
definitely there early. Harold Berry came out of his break, got run over from behind, and that's a penalty at a really bad time for the Osseo Orioles.
Absolutely. I mean, you can say for both sides of the sidelines here, both teams giving up foolish penalties, and then again, you get contact on a play that most likely may not have been completed.
I think he was going to catch it.
Well, let's see. Let's take another
look. Would have
look.
been short of the first down, but clearly there before the ball.
Oh yeah, he went through the back of him.
You cannot go through the player.
You cannot.
Number 16. 15-yard penalty will result first down.
That's huge. That's huge because you now get the ball, get another 3 downs at least,
and
to do something and take time off the clock.
Out of the shadow of your own end zone.
Yes, exactly.
Ball spotted out at the 23. Call it the 22. Looks more like the 23 to me. Either way, a fresh set of downs for the Cardinal offense. Trying to even their record. They've got the lead, but it's not comfortable. Handoff to Scheller, hit inside. He gets out to the 25, a gain of 2.
Osseo with 2 timeouts. We'll see what they do depending on this drive, and if they use them, I would assume they would.
Cummings Coleman, the lone receiver on the right side. They'll throw it to him, and it's incomplete. Right through his hands. He was being hit as it got there.
And of course, that stops the clock.
And another third down situation for the home team. Temasan Donato on the coverage and the hit. Cardinals just 1 for 3 on third down.
Well, again, they haven't a lot of time of possession.
Cardinals are going to take time out and think about it.
Well, it's an important play with 3rd and 7. You're holding that 4-point lead. You want to continue this drive. And so they will take a little time to talk about things.
Osseo with almost 3-to-1 time of possession advantage. But that 4-point lead hanging in the balance with just under 5 minutes remaining.
It's slim.
And facing a 3rd and long from deep in your own end.
You'd love to see the defense not come back on the field, but still plenty of time remaining.
Another flag.
Yeah, it's going against the Cardinals too. I think it was two guys in motion, I think, at the same time, I believe.
False start. Offense, number 2. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
That makes it 3rd and 12, makes it a little more difficult.
Well, they have done a lot of that tonight.
Yeah.
Making it more difficult on themselves.
Exactly. Certainly more difficult than they need it to be.
Third and long, Hetwer rolling, throws over the middle, pass complete to Ogroski, and he's going to be right near, I think he's going to be just short of that first down yardage.
Yeah, what do you do here, Joe? You be conservative and kick the ball away, or do you, it's so short, do you?
4th and a yard.
Do you get that? Do you have confidence in your offense that they can gain a yard and keep this drive alive? Again, a nice throw, Ogroski with a nice catch. And they're going.
Offense staying out there.
And you don't jump if you're a defense.
And another timeout.
The Cardinals.
And a big decision, because if you go for it and do not make it, you put your defense that has been on the field all night in a tough spot.
Yeah, you really do. You have to be very sure of what you're going to call here. I mean, even though it's short, got to get those 2 yards. Well, it's really, it says 2 yards, but it doesn't look like 2 yards on the side. It's a yard. Yeah, the game hangs in the balance with this call.
Visitors staying pumped. Some nervous hand-wringing on the home side.
Absolutely. And up here in the booth.
Student section is trying to maintain positivity. 4th and 1. And they're going to put Cummings-Coleman in the backfield behind Hetwer. They pitch it to him, running right, and he's got all kinds of room. That was almost too easy on 4th and short.
Yes, it was. And more importantly, that obviously gives them fresh downs and will continue once the snap goes to move the clock.
Yeah, easy pickup of 7 yards on 4th and 1.
Yeah, like you said, it was too easy.
I mean, Jared Fearing was out there looking for someone to block. There was no one there. Fearing motions from right to left. Handoff goes to Scheller. He's stopped immediately and held for no gain.
You really would like to get one more first down. Red's enjoying this one, I'm sure. What do you think, Red? I agree.
Scheller out in the slot on the left side. 5 receivers for Coon Rapids on 2nd and 10. Cummings-Coleman in motion, sweeps behind. They pitch it to him. Looking for somewhere to cut upfield, and there is nowhere there. Good pursuit from the Osseo defense. Stop him for possibly a short loss.
Osseo called timeout. The clock is not moving.
Yes.
Yeah. And they had to. I think it's a good timeout here. Now 3rd and 10. Again, you wanted to pick up at least one more first down to feel comfortable. And you got to stop there, make it 3rd and long, and then you call the timeout to preserve some time, which is the right thing to do, obviously. And Osseo hoping to get the ball back with an opportunity to see if they can score.
Down to 1 timeout.
Big third down again. In a tight ball game. Kaijan Cummings-Coleman, an electric play on the opening kick return, but offensively really has been a non-factor. Three catches on, I think, about 6 targets. 1 catch on 4 targets. 3 touches all day. Groski spins off the first man, but stopped after a short gain. It'll be 4th and long.
And Osseo
takes another timeout.
That's their last one. Still plenty of time remaining. 2:58 on the clock. And you're gonna turn the ball over to.
If you're Coon Rapids, I don't think you're gonna go for it on 4th and 7 from your 42.
No. Not holding a 4-point lead. You got to try and give them a long field. At least in my mind.
Cardinals with 1 timeout remaining. Lofton Okroski's numbers: 7 catches, 79 yards, 2 scores.
Yeah, he's had a nice night. Averaging over 10 yards a catch.
Logan Ness will come in to punt.
18, Zamir Johnson. Number 12, Ike Johnson. Back deep for the Oilers. Number 3, Logan Ness. It's a punt formation for the Oilers.
Johnson and Johnson, the return men, standing just inside their own 20-yard line. Good boot from Ness. Johnson from the 21. Trying to cut out and then back in. He's held up and stopped at the 31-yard line, a return of 10.
So that'll give the Orioles 2:47 to try and work this field. And now you put all the responsibility on your defense if you're Coon Rapids. Yeah, because you run the ball, even if it's a short gain, again, you got to get the line of scrimmage pretty quickly because you don't have any timeouts. Watch for number 87. It's going to come far to the near side. Jamison Travis. He's a good athlete. They want to get the ball in his hands.
Smith looking the other way, rolling, and he's tracked down and taken down by Logan Ness in the backfield.
Yeah, and that's huge because, again, you can't stop the clock. And, again, they're going to have some plays called. Smith going over to the sideline, getting the play call from Coach Stockhouse. But look at Logan Ness moving past a block and just a sure tackle right there. That's a huge play for number 3.
Set up 2nd and 12 from the 29. Smith looking to his right. Shuffs, now throws. Johnson wide open down the sideline, knocked out of bounds.
Wow.
Inside the Cardinal 40.
All alone. How do you not cover him? Got to cover him. Smith goes, oh my God, he's so open. I got to make sure I get him the ball, and he did.
Out of bounds right at the Coon Rapids 40, 2:02 on the clock. But yeah, that's broken coverage.
Yeah.
We saw him with the amazing catch in the first quarter.
What I don't understand is how do you not have everyone on that side? How does he get that open?
And this is going to march him back 5.
Good ball. Delay game. Offense number 7. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So the delay of game called against the Orioles, and as you mentioned, walking him back 5.
Wow,
Maple Grove upset.
Knocking off Maple Grove. And the Rebels had lost week 1 to Anoka. Knighton stood up and dropped for no gain.
That's big. Obviously trying to get to the edge. Logan Ness again on the tackle. And LeClaire.
Smith with time, throws long down the left. Picked off by Cummings Coleman, his second of the game, and he wants to return it. Cummings Coleman looking for room. Will get back into Osseo territory and chased out of bounds after a healthy return, and that should seal the deal.
Yeah, and again, defense comes up, gets the interception, pass overthrown, but you get the opportunity to. It's 49 yards on the interception return by that young man, Kyjon Cummings Coleman. Just a little bit overthrown. And C squared gets the pick. Now you just run out the clock, no timeouts. They can't stop it.
Nope, 1:16 on the clock. The Cardinals can come out and take a knee and improve to 1-1 on the season.
Well, and they needed this win. They started off strong, up 12-0 quickly, and they couldn't do what they needed to do to put them away, but they did in the end. They had that nice touchdown drive to give them the lead back, and defense comes up with the interception to seal the deal.
Well, and 3 turnovers at critical times for the Coon Rapids defense. One late in the first half inside the 5-yard line. And then the interception by Cummings Coleman in the end zone in the third quarter when Osseo was threatening to push it to a 2-score lead. And then now to give his team a chance to just kneel for a victory.
Yeah, and you know, and Cardinals, it wasn't a pretty win, Joe, but it was a nice win. And they'll take it. They'll take it. And as you mentioned, they'll move to 1-1. Osseo will drop to 0-2 on the season. And Cardinals got a tough one next week. They're pretty tough this year after.
Week after week, they will see tough competition. Next week on the road at St. Michael. The Knights, I know, lost the opener to Blaine in a low-scoring affair, similar to this score. I think it was like 17-14 or something around there. Final here, 19-15. Osseo falls to 0-2. Coon Rapids improves to 1-1. We've got a lot of action coming between now and then. We've got swimming on Tuesday, tennis on Thursday,
and
football on Friday next week on the road at St. Michael. But a lot to wrap our heads around on Sports Night on Monday. Lofton-Ogroski a 2-score night.
Yeah, Lofton played well.
Cardinal offense took care of the football. Did not turn the ball over.
They did not.
And 1 turnover on special teams. But Osseo came out on a mission in the second half, and they just stuck to their game plan and ran it right down the Cardinals' throats. Knighton with the biggest play of the night for the Osseo offense, yardage-wise. And Johnson bouncing off of tacklers on 4th down and getting to a first down. 4 for 4 on 4th downs at that point. Knighton converts, puts Osseo in the lead briefly, but after that turnover on special teams, Osseo trying to make it a 2-score lead. And
always trying to make something happen, that young man.
Yeah.
I love him.
Lofton Ogroski getting behind the defense.
You know what we talked about at the preview with Kaijan and Lofton and Jared Fearing, that offense, can be potent and can be productive.
And then just the overthrow right into the hands of Cummings Coleman, and he turns it upfield for close to 50 yards on the interception return. And that allows the team to salt away the win. 19-15 is the final.
A happy group of Coon Rapids Cardinals there. They get their first win of the season. And it's nice coming at home, a little home cooking. They're going to have fun celebrating this one for a short time, and come Monday, they will be back at it.
As we talked about, St. Michael on the horizon on Friday next week. Lots of CTN action at the pool on Tuesday, at the Bob Pivot Courts on Thursday, and football on Friday night. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Coon Rapids 19, Osseo 15. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.